When I'm moving like reppin', and I'm stepping like geppin', and I'm leppin' la leppin', and I'm be leppin', zeppin'. Le Zeppelin, I'm Zeppelin. You off in that Teflon Dawn, you got it doppin' and dappin' and dippin'. I'm scrippin', I'm scroopin'. I'm scrapping and scooping, I'm scaping, I'm scraping. And that's what I'm scoot. I gotta do what I'm making. I'm making up like cooking like bacon. I'm kicking up and I'm cooking up and I'm caking. That's what it is, I promise you. It's just something that I'm just raking. I'm raking off and my faking off and my daking, my Jacob and my luggets, and my nuggets, my nuggets and my cluggets. My cluggets and my closkets and my baskets all up in my masket off my trasket. I'm trisket off of my biscuits off of my jelly off of my steady, holding like ready. I'm ready off in that's what it is with the boss, and I promise you I paid the cost. I'm cost paying, pay it off. You paying it off, and you are the boss, you the boss. Damn, did you hear that? You the boss. Mark Jacob like stepping, and I'm holding my reppin', and I'm going like Jeffin', and I'm going like jippin'. That I'm jipping off my skipping and my skipping off of my dipping, but my dipping that's dipping dripping off of my hipping off of my kipping off of my dip dop, and I dip dop and I breathed off, and that's what I couldn't even boss hoss boss hoss boss hoss boss hoss boss hoss boss hoss hoss boss hoss hoss boss hoss boss hoss hoss boss hoss hoss boss hoss hoss Hoss, boss, hoss, and the diamond no moss. You really wanna go and floss like this. You down in the sewer down in the grates. You giving something like my holy righteous plates. My plates giving face, and my giving face, and my plates, My diamond plates are diamonds. My razors all razors. My crazy, all of my crazy, my cutting up them raisins. That's what it is with my basement, and and then that's what it is. I promise. I don't smoke that stuff. I smoking off, and that's what it is. I promise you, and I take a puff, and that's what it is. I gotta go step back, and that Cadillac is just too strong and it's too wide. Tastes like fucking rat poison. That's what it is. I promise you, I'm really dropping all everybody else but them boys and them girls, and the boys and the girls, and the boys and the girls, and the boys and the girls. I'm steady but reppin'. I'm locust but feckin'. And I'm joping my reppin'. And I'm joping my scoping, my jeppa. My ropa scanino no muscanino go beaker. And my beaker, my flask is flask I keep whipping. And my whipping, my chicken, my chickens be kipping. My kipping up, my dipping dots be dripping dots. It's dripping down, and that's what they dripping off, and they drifting off. I'm the boss, and who the boss, posse, bossy. You getting kinda mossy, you getting kinda flossy, you flossy. Like I said, I'm down deep in them sewers, and down deep with manure. I'm cooking up with them some tumors, all off in my brain. I'm cooking off and insane. I'm puffing off in that rain, and that's what it is. I promise you, I go get it kinda insane. I'm really insane, but I'm really put it back in the back, and I'm pushing in the back, and I'm pushing it something that's kind of real, that's really mushy. I'm really tushy. That's just what I gotta go get my hold up, Miss what is. I promise you, I gotta get that fold up, that money fold, them money bags, them money bags. And that's that was just James Joseph Raymer right there spitting all that. And that's the truth right there. That's patent right there. James Joseph Raymer. That's Warner Brothers Studio mega document. Mega rap document right there. Song number 2. I'm creased up with my cookies, and I know you really kind of shook me. You shook me off, and I'm shaking like the boss. Boss. Slow down, boss. Dad, I'm really deep in that sewer. I'm cooking up with manure. I'm deep down with them tumors, and I gotta take them. And I'm taking off, and that's what it is. I promise you, I'm really raking up stuff that you never heard. It's something with the bird, that diamond dove. I showed my shove that's coming out of Port Charlotte, Florida. I'm shoving it, and I'm shoveling it up. I'm shoveling it back, and that's what it is. I promise you, in that Cadillac, I put a snow plow on that bitch, and that's what it is. I keep it hood rich. And I'm deep down in them sewers. I'm down cooking with manures. I'm off taking them tours, and that cooking with my tumors. I got it mixed up in the back, and mixed up in my cup. That's for a fact. I'm cup mixing, I promise, I'm mixing. I'm mixing up in that tumor. I'm mixing up in that tour. I'm mixing up with that sewer, and I'm mixing up with that gotta go. That I'm not a creep, and I'm off asleep, and peeping. That's what it is, I promise you, with all of these different people. They've never met me off in my steeple, and they never met me off in my dimple, and that's what it is, I promise you, I'll pop you like a fucking pimple. You don't know me, dog, and I promise, and that's what it is. I got a goddess. Got goddesses off in there licking my nuts up, and that's what it is. I promise. I got licking checked off like Nike checks, where they were licking around something that's kind of sweet and sour. And it's okay. I got some fucking cowards, bitch ass motherfucking niggas trying to get my flowers. They trying to get my flowers to rise up, and that's what it is with the horizon. I promise that I gotta go ahead and go down. My dental's off, and my dentist off, and my rentals off, and my skinsels, and my skinsels off, and my dizzles dazzle, and my dizzle mizzle frizzle mizzles, my missiles off, and my army tanks. Said army tanks number 5, and that's how I survive, and that's how I'm gonna have to go fly away. That I'm flying off with them eagles, flying off with them pigeons, flying off, I promise you, it's number 100. I keep them digits always passing, and that's what I'm always graphing. That's what I gotta keep laughing, cause I'm sitting there doing that math, man. You know how fuck I really do it, and that's what I do, and I do it like Nike checks, Adidas, Reebok, and Pumas too. You know what I gotta do, just try not to get rude, but I gotta take it back to the old school. That's what it is with them old fools, and I gotta go ahead and go check them up. Let them know that Nike signs is still running way too fast for anybody, and I promise you, I'm still clicking them clickers. Click, still clicking them clickers. Anybody want to get any kind of sicker? I promise you 100%. I keep it hood richer. That's my pictures. Song number 3. I'm stunting hard off in the garden off, and I'm starving off, and that's what it is, I promise you, and I'm going down, and that's what I gotta go pick up, that fresh fruit and that fresh vegetables, and that's what I gotta go get that in that standoff, and that ripping. That block, you stepping something that I'm checking, you check the mic, and I'll rep the block, and that's what it is, I promise you, I'm keeping it hot at the hot topic, and that's what it is with my topic, and I gotta stop it, and that's what it is, I promise you, I dropped it off in that Coolio, and that's what it is, she was licking that Coolo. And when I had to go cool it, and cool it like a barracuda, she's all over that cooler. It's okay, it's cold, ice cold like icy snailers. That's what it is, I promise you. Ow, it hurts me, and that's what it is, I promise you. I got blasted when I was drinking my shots of cognac, and she was down there giving me a shower and a bath at the same time, and I thought it was fantastic.